Hello, America. I know I've been away for a little while. We'll get into those videos in a little bit. But right now, I really want to talk about water. I know everyone's read it, everyone's seen it, but apparently not everyone knows, believe it or not, even at this point. Um, you know, I want to point out that when government sets out to undermine you, they're going to do it in a lot of ways. We look on in shock and awe as we see people around us going crazy as a result of whatever they say it is in the news. They're suffering from depression. They're mentally ill. They're crazy, basically. So yeah, the more you look into it, and then you find out about the water. I sort of had a feeling all along, because I know when I drink water, I feel like crap a lot of times. Well, or at least tap water at any rate. I have my own beliefs on drinking water, and I make sure I get the right types of water. I filter my water. It doesn't help a lot, apparently, from what I'm understanding. At least I'm getting some of it out. But the never-ending look of antibiotics and water, veterinary medicine. Come on. I don't understand it. Why are people not phoning news stations? Why are we not telling them this is what we want you to report on? Since government does nothing and we can raise awareness, the news stations may not. Don't support them. Don't give them your advertising dollars. Ford Motor Company, Coca-Cola, Pepsi, they can't keep these stations propped up forever. They rely on local money as much as they rely on corporate money. You know, uh, People should be turning out in the streets. You should all be outraged. I've already contacted my congressman, the city of Denver, Department of Water. They're all looking into it. But apparently, it's okay because the water meets EPA standards. So the EPA standards are a little crazy, and we'll get onto that a little further in the video. Um, Want to know why you're afraid? Maybe it's the water you're drinking. There's something in the water. Just maybe. You know, Everyone here, they experience fear, and you should be apprehensive of your own fear. You should not fear. This is your government. This is my government. I want my city water to be safe, and I want my city officials to be obliged to us. In my opinion, these are criminal offenses. They're illegally drugging you. This would be no more than slipping a roofie into some woman's drink instead of slipping the roofie. What is the criminal prosecution for date rape drugs now? I think it's like 4 years with no possibility of probation. And who could, it sounds good to me. So 4 years for every person involved, including manufacturers of these drugs. We can find out who made them. Don't think we can't. Their genetic structures in a copyright vault, and we can get our hands on it. It's time to start holding these people accountable. I think 11.1 for Merck, 10.3 for Pfizer, Smith's Glaxo's $10.7 million margin, I think, or $1 billion margin. I think we could straighten up all of the problems that are going on right now using their profit margin. It's their medication. We'll just seize it. I mean, come on, we're the people. This is what our job is to find out who the criminals are. And if the criminals who are making it don't want to give up who's buying it and inserting it into our water, then we'll just seize their company's profits. They want to continue their company, fine. No more private jets for you, buddy, because we just took your money. Innocent people die while criminals in suits kill. They wear suits, they smile in your face, they give you lip service, they act like they're listening to your question, their eyes glaze over, and they know. They know. They know. Believe me. I know I'm exhausted. It's like 12:30 at night, and everyone's been asking me to start posting new videos, and yeah, okay, I'll post some new videos. I'm going to be moving on to some other stuff. Anyway, let's stay within the video. So let's think about it. Let's go back to some of the other things I've said in the past. They're poisoning the air. They're poisoning the water. They're poisoning our minds with television. Don't tell me they're not. They're giving us a double standard. They're telling us that one thing's okay while the other one's not. Here in the city of Denver, I don't drink the tap water. I used to make my coffee with it. I don't make my coffee with it anymore. And I actually have a bun with a water reservoir. And I would have thought that that water reservoir would keep my water hot enough to boil off any contaminants, but no. So I switched that pattern. It's a huge change. The coffee doesn't actually taste any better or worse. It just, I have peace of mind when I make my water now. Just the same, I'll tell you what happened today. Today I went, and this is what prompted this. Today I went to the grocery store. I was checking out, and I thought they were out of my particular brand of bottled water. It's spring water. It's not tap water, filtrated, Dasani, or any of these other bottled waters. Like, it's literally bottled water. It's just filtrated water, but it's not really treated. What I get is a treated water. And I thought they stopped selling it. Well, they just moved it. And I looked at her and I said, I really like this water. Who could blame me after what I just learned about what they were putting in tap water? And she hadn't heard it. She hadn't heard any of it. She didn't know anything about it. But she looks at me and she says, I'm not surprised. She said it even says in the Bible, and she's right. I know it's in there, but like I said, I'm keeping my church and state separate for all my videos. She's right. It says it in the Bible that in the end times we'll be drinking our own urine. So if we're drinking our own urine, someone else is trying to bring about the final times, and they're using the hand of man, because this isn't a natural act that's occurring. This is an evil hand of man that's going on here. So maybe that's why I didn't take the blue pill, because I don't drink very much tap water at all. And maybe a reverse osmosis machine for everybody, so we can clean our water. It's an expensive fix, but they work like forever, and you have very few problems with them. And cleans your water right up, makes it real tasty. Takes all the fluoride right out of the water. And just a little reminder here: the United Nations considers fluoride to be a poison in any form, because you remember the old mustard gas bombs, or the fluorine gas bombs that they used during World War I, were literally ripping out the lungs and the interiors of its victim. Not only that, there was a long-term psychological scar that came about with it. So yeah, it goes a lot deeper, and it just keeps going on. Well, in the end times, we have to remind ourselves the prophecies, and I don't know why, because these prophecies aren't truly coming to pass according to a greater plan. This is the forced hand of inevitability that we can change. We can change all of this. We have to pour into the streets. We have to show up. There's a Ron Paul. I keep hearing this Ron Paul thing going on June 21st. That's not what Ron Paul wants. Even if Ron Paul decides to drop out of the race, I hope he stays until the national convention, because I think people really need to see him and hear him, because he's the Republican. I was idealistically a Republican at the age of 18. I believe in freedom, and I believe in liberty. I believe in less control by government. I believe in the ability to be able to just be free and be American, because I'm pretty sure I understood what those meant when I made my choice. I spent from the age 16 to the age of 18 studying up on the parties and their policies and what they meant and what they were saying. And I was looking at all of this, and I was like, I am a libertarian. I believe in liberty. I believe in freedom. And I believe in the Constitution. That piece of paper is as much as a Bible for the entire of the country, that we can turn out and do these things. So, but we do nothing. We turn our eyes away, and we do nothing again and again and again. It makes you, it makes you wonder. And when we bring